Everybody, let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past month for Jalen Johnson.
What a great trend it's been for him in terms of his rebounding. He's been getting after it on the glass these past few months. His numbers are way up, and that makes him so much more effective as an all-around contributor.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The guard set is Young and Bogdanovic. Larry Nance out there with Johnson, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Jazz, sharing the wing spot, it's Clarkson and Markkanen. The 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. And it's Sexton in at the point guard position. And for those teams, Greg, already out of the playoff picture, what are they focused on at this point?
Next season? I mean, look, the reality is a number of these guys are playing for their jobs. And in the offseason, you want to be remembered for closing out strong.
And so off the tip, it's Utah. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Sexton. In the corner, it's Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. Over Bogdanovic. Kessler. Nance with the rebound. Here's Atlanta now. Here's Johnson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses. Here we are, Greg, watching Atlanta. This team has a lot of firepower.
And some great scores, Kevin. They don't just launch threes. They like to work for good shots inside the arc as well.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Well, the Utah Jazz, GA, have one of the highest win percentages in NBA history.
And they're probably the greatest franchise to never win a championship. They made the finals twice. Unfortunately, they had to face Jordan and the Bulls both times.
Atlanta with the ball. Bogdanovic with it. 23 points his last outing. It's Young on the wing, defended by Sexton. Young's shot is off. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Clarkson for 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Their last encounter was in Atlanta.
And probably expected to win that game, and maybe that caused them to come out a little flat, just a bit of complacency.
Now, here is Young, who's coming off a 25-point game against Portland.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
And here's Collins, after Larry Nance getting his 3 to go. Collins passes to Markkanen. The shot, no good.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Nailed from three-point land.
Well, if you're going to allow Trey to squeeze off a 3, he's going to squeeze hard.
And Utah has possession. Following the three-pointer by Trae Young. Johnson against Markkanen. The open look here for Sexton. Another miss by Utah. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Bogdanovic dishes to Nance. On the wing, Johnson. Young outside. From outside the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Sexton. And good that time.
How about the soft touch there from Sexton? Big athlete, but showing now he's got a feathery touch.
Hawks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Young against Sexton. Here's Bogdanovic. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. pass to Sexton. A floater, and the layup is up and in. And it's a tie ball game.
Toughness there shown by Collin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
And the Hawks with possession. Young looking around. Clarkson against Bogdanovich. And Young kicks to Bogdanovich. Lock at 6. Three-pointer. And Young with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich. Young's got 6.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
For Utah, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Sexton against Young. Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's Nance. 12 points his last outing. Young inside. He's guarded by Collins, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
And a moment to see numbers for Young. Right around 25 points per, 9 assists, and 2 rebounds. And, guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Kessler. Outside Collins. And the pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Off target with his 3. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
Markkanen finds Kessler. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young outside. Nance passes to Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Clarkson looking for an opening. At the elbow, it's Markkanen. Clarkson with the screen for Markkanen. A second chance effort. That one misses. Good D by Johnson. In the corner, Nance with it.
Come around.
And Johnson now top of the key. Young outside. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That is his first foul of the game. George is checked in for Collins. Stolen by Kessler. 4-on-3 break. Here's George. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Hawks leading. You know, Greg, one place you really see Walker Kessler making his presence felt is on the defensive end.
And, boy, he has got a nose for blocks, doesn't he? I mean, able to detect shots forming and get a hand on the ball. It is such a gift that allows this guy to make such a big difference on that side of the ball.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Trae Young. There's the pick. Clarkson passes to Kessler. And Capella sends it back.
Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Off the inbound. And yes, it's good. Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And here's Bogdanovich. He has yet to score. Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 3.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Utah's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Markkanen. Kicks it to George. Passes it to Kessler. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. It's Young on the wing, defended by Sexton. Johnson, the basket good, off the assist from Young.
And look at that. The vision is why Trae Young can get you double-digit assists.
Jazz shooting just 35% to start the game. George against Bogdanovich. Outside, George. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Bogdanovich. And trying to break loose. Sinks that one from the post.
Now, tough to be upset at that kind of defense. You got to credit Bogdanovich. Pretty much zoned in.
And it's Utah's ball. Now, here's Clarkson. Boy, he was something else against Boston. They set the pick to the paint. Wants to get it to Kessler and does.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Young. 10 points for him. Johnson with a screen on Sexton. And Young kicks to Johnson. Over Sexton. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Johnson against Clarkson. Shoots. Rebound, Atlanta.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Young passes to Capella. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Capella with a screen on George. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Well, Bogdanovich can score, but where he gets real dangerous is when he becomes a playmaker like that.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu comes in for Nance, and Hunter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Jazz trail by 7. In the corner, George with it. A 3-ball. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Young against Sexton. Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. 6 to shoot. Here's Hunter. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Utah shooting their first free throw of the evening.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Since moving to Atlanta in 1968, Greg, the Hawks have never been to the NBA Finals.
That is insane, Kevin. I mean, you think back to all the great players they've had, from Dominique Wilkins to now Trae Young. Hawks fans are hungry for a trip to the finals.
Now, here is George. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Boston.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Johnson dishes to Young. 1:43 left here in the opening quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Okongwu, the pass to Young. And a miss there on the triple. Nice hit again. Capella. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Young against Sexton. Here's Clarkson. And Capella sends it back. Johnson against Sexton. Johnson kicks to Okongwu. Pass to Young. Hunter on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Young. And now it's an 8-point Atlanta lead. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Now, here is Young. He's got 10. Down low, Capella kicks to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson finds Young. It's deflected.
How about Sexton getting in there? Great timing from the guard.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
What's up?
And that one misses.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Jazz trail by 8. George looking over the floor. There's the pick. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. George has got his second basket of the night.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Atlanta leading by 5. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Down in the block, it's Okongwu and Capella. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Forrest in at the 2-guard spot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer on the way. Hendricks pulls it in. Tipped away. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. The Utah Jazz have found themselves a new all-star in Lauri Markkanen. Coach Will Hardy says he's our best player, but we're not making our team about him. We have a lot of really good players. Everyone is finding a way to coexist, and that's the great thing about our team. Kevin?
Yeah, a quick rebuild. And David Aldridge, thank you for that report. The first one falls. You know, Brent, I've got to ask, now that the age of college basketball dynasties is more or less over, do you miss it?
Yeah, I don't know so much if I've ever thought about it, Kevin, as dynasties, just so much as powerhouse teams that every year you see we're competing at the highest level in the NCAA tournament. So, not really. I love the open competition, and I love that players have a choice now to where it is that they can control where they're going to make the biggest contributions collegiately. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Luke can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
The pass to Okongwu. Okongwu with a screen on George. In the corner, it's Capella. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. Rebound, Utah.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Eubanks, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. Now Young. 10 points for him. He feeds it to Hunter. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 6th assist on the night. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that's the 3rd of 4 straight played at home. Eubanks the pass to George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Sexton against Young. Pass to Forrest. Back to Young. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from George.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Young passes to Forrest. Okongwu with a screen on George. Hunter, a 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Hendricks has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Find the lane. Find the lane. Good shot.
Free throw good, Sexton.
And Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
John Collins, he's checked in for the Jazz. Jazz trail by 4. Here's George. 8 points for him. The shot by Sexton, no good. And Bogdanovich kicks to Hunter. Over Hendricks. Hunter on the wing. Back to Nance. The Hawks working the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. He was all alone on that one. Hunter's got 7 points for the quarter.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
Here's George. Drills the elbow jumper.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
What a luxury, Brent, it is to have Trae Young head up this team.
Unbelievable, just a walking bucket, and there's nights where you could just expect something special is coming at the hands of Trae Young. So much success in the early part of his career, and he hasn't slowed down.
That one good for 2. Hunter's got 12.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Jazz trail by 7. Outside Collins. Back to George. Over Bogdanovich. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Just staying aggressive right now. John Collins putting some tremendous pressure on the defense.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Watch Collins night in and night out, and when he's fully engaged, there's some ferocity behind his play.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. And a change for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Good on the second free throw. And the Hawks with possession here. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Hunter dishes to Capella. It's Young on the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Nance. Collins with some nice D. Jazz trail by 6. And here's George for 3. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And that's 13 points from Keontae George. And Atlanta has possession. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Capella with a screen on George. A nice shot by Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the game.
And Bogdanovich doing a great job of separating from the screen.
Outside, George. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, this Keontae George is explosive.
When he goes in the paint, he is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. And can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. And George drops them both. Atlanta leading by 3. Young with the ball. 10 points for him. Bogdanovich left side. And it's John Collins with the rebound. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Passes to Markkanen. Goes up to the stripe. Atlanta with the rebound. Nance has got his 6th rebound on the night.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Jazz have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Sexton with a screen on Capella. Here's Markkanen. The teardrop falls in. Markkanen's got his first points of the night.
Combine Markkanen's size and that soft touch. It makes him a constant threat inside the painted area. That's why they call him the finisher.
Atlanta has gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside, Bogdanovich. Here's the drive. Rebounded by the Jazz. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And it's just never easy to get stops in this league, but they had a smart game plan defensively, and I felt like that was the difference.
Well, good defensive game plan and then carrying it out for 48 minutes. That really helped them out in that last game.
And it's tied up with that one.
7 feet, really good at shooting the basketball. A decent handle. Lauri Markkanen starts to tinker on that unicorn category.
The Jazz have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. George passes to Clarkson. Nice ball movement by Utah. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. Hunter, the pass to Forrest. Johnson with a screen on George. Out to Nance. Shot clock at 6. Hits it from three-point range. Nance has got his second bucket of the night.
Nance Jr. wasting no time and quick decision-making, helping out that possession.
Ball's knocked loose. And Collins gets double-teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here's George. 15 points in the game. 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. Another miss by Utah. The Hawks leading by 3. Johnson, the pass to Forrest. And there's the pass to Hunter. For 3, Nance. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Jazz shooting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. Back to Markkanen. The 8-footer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. You know, Greg, after a few seasons of development, Lauri Markkanen has really emerged.
And he's such a unique player. It took him a while to kind of figure out how to maximize all of those talents and also minimize the weaknesses. But boy, has he arrived.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Markkanen drops them both.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Capella with a screen on George. Johnson outside. Here's Forrest, defended by George. Shoots a 3. Forrest's shot is off.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Hendricks passes to George. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Jazz.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
The Hawks shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Pass to Johnson. Here's Forrest. Back to Johnson. Shoots over Markkanen. Johnson can't hit.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Clarkson against Hunter. And that one good from Clarkson. And now a 4-point Jazz lead.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Colin Sexton comes in for George. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 4. Johnson sets the screen for Young. No good again that time.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Collins finds Markkanen. Here's Clarkson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Markkanen should do that more. He's got the height to survey the defense and try to find the open man.
Hawks shooting 43% from the floor. Hunter against Clarkson. Johnson with a screen on Clarkson. Hunter dishes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Johnson's got 6.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Jazz leading by 4. Now, here's Clarkson. 7 points in the game. Passes it to Markkanen. Collins, a screen on Johnson.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Utah.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They've drained a good number from beyond the arc this year.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Good on both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you're going to pick to send to the free throw line. And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Sexton against Young. Johnson with a screen on Sexton. Young's shot is off.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Markkanen kicks to Collins. Sexton deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Back to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Oh, yeah. When Larry Nance Jr. sees a chance to throw it down, he'll throw down.
Clarkson against Hunter. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his first foul. Pass to Young. Lob pass to Capella. Young finds Capella. Out to Nance. Hawks passing it around. Clarkson against Hunter. 4 on the clock. Shoots over Clarkson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Hunter's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Sexton against Young. Now Sexton. Takes the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Like the defensive effort from Young there. He gave it all and was rewarded with the miss.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Jazz leading by just 2. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Hey folks, welcome. The Atlanta Hawks find themselves here in a close one at the half.
You know, they were crashing the offensive glass. Those second chance points, they made a big difference. And they played bully ball. You know I like bully ball.
And it helps when your opponent won't block out. There's that too. Now taking a closer look at the first half, how about the performance from these two guys?
Both guys came in hungry, scrapping for every little thing they can get out there. I love watching them battle it out.
Well, nothing brings out the best in you like the other guy when he's on your level.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. The 4 and the 5, it's Collins and Kessler. Sexton is the point. Clarkson is in at 2. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The Atlanta shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Capella.
Capella has finished in the top 3 in offensive rating for a couple of years now. And he's up there in most years with the highest field goal percentage in the league.
That one misses. Utah leading. Markkanen passes to Sexton. Lobbed up there for Collins and taken away by Johnson. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, guys. Walker Kessler has already made an impact for the Jazz. Now, Will Hardy says the physical tools that he has allow him to be successful. He's shown so much growth on both ends of the floor. I think defense comes natural to Walker in a lot of ways, but his ability to learn the offense has been tremendous. Kevin?
It has another great young player. We enjoy them all. David, thank you. Young with the ball. Guarded now by Sexton, and the dunk by Capella.
And what timing, Capella getting up there and capping that one off.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Here's Sexton. 5 points in the game. The pass to Kessler. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Willingness to share the ball. Sexton can score and is hungry to do so. You got to keep your teammates happy.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Nance a screen on Sexton. And Young kicks to Capella. On the wing, Nance. Pass to Young. Johnson outside. Clock at 4.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Lauri Markkanen. He's putting up about 21 points per, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Anticipation when it comes to rebounding, that can separate elite ones from average ones.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Clarkson. 7 points in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Kessler with it. Working on Nance. Sexton for 3. Sinks the triple. Sexton's got it all tied up now for Utah.
Looking better and better from that range is Colin Sexton.
Hawks shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Bounce pass Young. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. And Young kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. But it's no good. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Sexton the pass to Kessler. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Collins. Kessler with it. From beyond the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Young. Got a hand on it. Markkanen with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Outside, Sexton. Kicks it to Collins. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Capella finds Young. Teardrop shot. Count it. Good. Young's got 12 points in the game.
So tricky there with the floater and a nice touch from Trae Young.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. They set the screen. Right side, Sexton. Buries the 20-footer. Sexton's got 5 points now this quarter. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Sexton against Young. Johnson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Clearly a foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Nothing free about free throws. You earn your way to the line, and give credit to these guys for being aggressive offensively.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
He's shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Outside, Bogdanovich. To the middle. Here's Nance. Kessler with the rebound.
Well, you could tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Clarkson draining one from deep, something he has to continue to work on. Stretch out the floor.
Bogdanovich with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Bogdanovich. And it's blocked.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win. And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. He dishes it to Nance. Here's Bogdanovich for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Markkanen. He kicks to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. And the Jazz, another 3.
After not having a 3 during the first half, he's made 2 now this second half, and he looks hungry for more.
Atlanta calls timeout. Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Larry Nance is second.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. That's been the case for him the entire month.
The Hawks trail by 8. Young outside. Takes it inside. That's tipped. And here's Sexton. He's got 10. Outside Collins. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Bounce pass Young. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. All right, a chance to check out stats for Larry Nance.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
George is checked in for Collins. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Forrest is checked in. Bogdanovich against George. To halt the run. Bogdanovich, no luck.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Well, Clarkson doesn't do huge assist numbers, but he won't waste a wide-open opportunity.
The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Forrest. Scoreless thus far. Johnson with a screen on Sexton. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Nice open look, but it's no good. And George, here we go. Basket counts. George has got the lead up to 12 now for Utah.
Well, that passing, really the final part of the offensive puzzle for Markkanen.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Moment now to see the numbers for Capella.
This last month, he's been positively spectacular. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Right wing. Nance a screen on Sexton. Forrest passes to Nance. And the bank shot is good. 10 points for Larry Nance.
Yeah, for Nance Jr., it's about the quickness with which he can be impactful.
And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Outside, George. Pass to Sexton. Over Forrest. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Got to be cautious around Sexton. He's very good at seeking out contact and did it there.
And these are his second and third free throws tonight. That free throw, no good. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
Johnson outside. And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Johnson drops them both. Utah leading by 9. George passes to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Markkanen sets the pick for Clarkson. Softly drops in the floater. Clarkson's got 15.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Forrest, still without a basket. Now the pass to Capella. Bogdanovich against George. Here's Forrest, back to Bogdanovich. 4 on the shot clock. Over George. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Clarkson outside. Back to George. Shoots from the high post. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Capella. Capella with a screen on Clarkson. In the corner, Nance with it. Fires the 3. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Both teams will make substitutions. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Forrest. Hasn't made one yet. Dishes it to Okongwu. Just 5 to shoot. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
First free throw is good.
Huerter's such a talented swing man, and every year he seems to find a way to add a little bit of something to his game.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Outside, George, the tray. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Forrest passes to Okongwu. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got his 6th rebound on the night. The dish to Sexton. Passes to Hendricks. The 3 from George. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Forrest. Defended by Sexton. And the dunk by Zeller.
Now, those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but the timing is good, and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
They set the pick. Marking in from outside. Atlanta with the rebound.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Forrest. Eubanks defending. Here's Okongwu. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Here's Forrest. A 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 9. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Collins is checked in. .27 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Sexton on the wing. He's got 13. Just 4 to shoot. Okongwu grabs the board. And Hunter, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like Hunter with that frame and size. When he gets to the inside, there will be contact.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The free throw drops for Hunter. Second free throw, no good. And that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter. Jazz lead by 8. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Everybody keep shooting the ball. All right? Jumpers will go. All right? They come in flurries. You miss a couple, you Make a couple, all of a sudden, bam, bam.
Wanting to keep it fast and loose. Quinn Snyder asking his guys to stay aggressive on offense.
And you have to take the shots that the system is designed to create. If you don't, everybody gets bogged down, and that creates much bigger problems.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Johnson sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. You got Okongwu. He's out there with Hunter. Zeller is out there with Young. And it's Forrest in at the 2. The Hawks trail by 8. And the pass to Young. George against Hunter. Here's Forrest. The 3. And Hunter is good for 3. Hunter's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Atlanta. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Hendricks. Count it. Hendricks has got his first bucket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Here's Forrest. To the middle. Here's Zeller. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
The shot by George, no good. The Hawks trail by 5. Here's Young to the inside. Collins against Okongwu. Now, here's Hunter. Out left to the wing. Zeller finds Young. George with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Hendricks can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Passes it to Forrest. Back to Okongwu. Young in the corner. Offline with his 3.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
The Hawks trail by 5. Now Zeller. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Forrest. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And so George will bring it up for Utah. To the paint, here's Clarkson. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
Got into the paint and then smelled that he was around the rim and got it done.
Here's Forrest. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. The pass to Okongwu. Feeds to Zeller. In the corner, it's Hunter. Clock at 6. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And George kicks to Collins. Clarkson outside. Over Forrest. Clarkson missing again. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Down low. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And stolen by Zeller. Young with the ball. And Okongwu has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Utah trailing here. And here's Clarkson. Unloads. Rebounded by the Hawks. Zeller's got 7 rebounds in the game. Young against George. Young outside. Zeller passes to Okongwu. George against Young. Pass to Forrest. And the 3 off target.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So it's the Jazz now. Here's Sexton. Outside Collins. The Jazz with another miss. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Nance dishes to Bogdanovich. Young against Sexton. Screen by Capella. In the corner, Nance with it. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Jazz trail by 4. Utah calls timeout.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
The Jazz making a switch here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, now during that break, Will Hardy with some good words for his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, game rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Clarkson, he's checked in for Utah. Utah with the ball, trailing by 4. George. Nance with the rebound. Nance has got rebound number 13 with that last one.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And Young kicks to Nance. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Utah's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. George passes to Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. Clarkson against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Another miss by Utah.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Bogdanovich passes to Young, and he gets the bucket. Young's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now, here is Young. On the wing, Nance. Packed in, coming off the assist from Young. Nance has got 14 points now in the second half.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
The Hawks leading by 8. Young outside. On the wing, Johnson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. 11-point game. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. And he drops it in from the low post. Clarkson's got 21.
Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
The Hawks shooting reasonably well, 45%. Passes it to Young. To the paint. Here's Capella. Rebound, Utah. Sexton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it out to Collins. Misses the three.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And Young, here we go. In the corner, Nance with it. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 9. It's stolen by Johnson. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the Jazz call time here. Kessler finds Clarkson. Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, when Collins gets up there like that, look out.
The Hawks leading by 9. Now Young. Bogdanovich up top. Shoots over Clarkson. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Playing in between right now and changing speeds. Bogdanovich spotting some nice scoring opportunities.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Sexton against Young. Pass to Johnson. And Nance kicks to Johnson. 5 on the clock. And they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jazz trail by 11. And Bogdanovich picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A minute 42 left to play here in the 4th. No good on the free throw. And he does get the second one. And that brings them to within 10.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Young passes to Capella. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. .129 left to play in the final quarter. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
1:25 left in the game. Kicks to Capella. Stolen by Clarkson. Over Bogdanovich. Atlanta with the rebound.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Atlanta.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
Important. With this win, they split the season series at a game apiece and also avoid the sweep, and that has to be a relief.
A very solid win indeed, and when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Larry Nance.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Nance, the basket good, off the assist from Young.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Clarkson for three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Young with the ball. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Trey, you came back from a double-digit deficit. What did you focus on?
Well, I mean, this is the NBA. It's a long game, and Coach just told us to keep fighting, keep pushing, and shots we're going to start falling, and we stuck to the plan that he gave us in pregame.
And it led to a big, big W, man. Congratulations. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Larry Nance.